And we are live. Hello and welcome. Hi, Angry Ghost. Thanks for joining us. 100 episodes. And I didn't know what to do for 100 episodes. It is March 26th, 2025, 9:08 in the morning. Late, a little bit of a late start, getting set up for this. Didn't know what to do for 100 episodes. So, been doing a lot of Lego. And the first, come on, back into focus. The first Lego game that Lego released from Traveler's Tales that I'm aware of was Lego Batman. So, in honor of that, for the 100th episode, we will be building. So in the description, Lego Batman, the Batmobile, from the 1980s, Michael Keaton Batman, which I remember. I went and saw Batman, the Tim Burton Michael Keaton Batman, in the theater when I was, what was I, like 13 or 12, something like that. Saw it in the theater. I remember that. Part of that, I think I talked about a little bit when I built the Batwing. But, so we're going to be building the Batmobile Batman versus the Joker chase. I mean, this Batmobile I thought was pretty cool in the day. Still is pretty cool. Now, this is a set that I have built before. And so, built once, took it down to make room. It fits so perfectly with the Speed Champions sets. That, oh shoot, well, while we're doing that, and jump back to the main cam here for a second, because we need to get, I'm so excited, 100 episodes, building the Batmobile, that I forgot to get the dragon going. Now the last build I did, I built the X-Wing over on the big overhead. And when I use that cam, come on, back into focus. Woo, come on. Oh, and it does not want to. Okay, I'll just get a little closer. When I use that, I have to use my little wireless mics, and the sound quality isn't quite as good as this mic, my studio mic. So we'll be building this on the smaller overhead, which should be fine. It's not my favorite cam. I would love to replace it at some point, but it is what it is. We are going to build. So before we get going, let's empty out the bag here. Oh, see, I'm getting ahead of myself. I lit the dragon. Dragon's going. Let's get Scully going too. We don't want to leave him out. Show him some love. And now we can get going. And I'm going to adjust my lighting a little bit here. Just get more, put a little more light. Let me risk a little more light. It'll help. It helps things show up on cam better. When in doubt, give it more light. Ooh. Okay, this is a fun one. We'll take the wheels out. This is a 438 piece set. We'll go back and show you guys the artwork on there. It comes with a Batman and a Joker, which would be the Jack Nicholson Joker. And the back. And you see the box is already broken down, flattened out. So it has these pop-up machine guns, has a trunk, and has flames that shoot out the back. Alright, well, we should open up the instruction book and start with step 1, I suppose. Oh, you know what I didn't do? Hold on for just a moment. I need to grab my Batman. So we have our 1980s Batman that came with this build. I have him holding his grappling launcher, and our Jack Nicholson Joker. So our Michael Keaton Batman, our Jack Nicholson Joker. Can't you tell that that's them? I mean, look. Let's see. I'll get in the cam. Yeah, nice and blurry. Look at that. Come on. Anyway, just having fun. So we will set them aside. I'm actually going to set them up here, out of the way, on my keyboard. My monstrous keyboard. Which maybe someday I'll pull into cam. Here. It's 100, if you don't know, it's a 122 key mainframe keyboard. Meaning it has a bunch of keys, specialty keys on it for going off about my keyboard when I'm supposed to be building Legos. For mainframe use, and it has 12 function key or 24 function keys instead of just the regular 12. Do I use all of them? Yeah, no. Do I use? It's just fun to have big monstrous keyboard. I know that's not the trend. Okay. Step 1, attached. Step 2, 2 of these brown. Yeah, 1 there and 1. Now this is 438 pieces. All right here. Right here. All the bags. I don't know how many bags this came with, but they're all right here. Get the best ASMR right now while all these pieces are in here. Once they start disappearing into the build, you don't get the sorting noises as much. And that's what we're calling them, the sorting noises. Sort of like the sorting hat from Harry Potter. The sorting noises. Oh, I can't believe I found those. looking for the right color. There's one. Finding the next one. Oh, that's a good use for that. "100 episodes came up a lot faster than I thought it would." And a big deal of that is just trying to be consistent with putting out at least a video a day. On my days off, not every day, but just trying to be consistent and have fun with it. And I know it's not that many videos, and they say your first 100 videos are supposed to be complete garbage. I don't know about that, but I definitely have gotten better. I've improved, I think, a little bit. Definitely have improved my setup. I might have to move my mic. It's casting a bit of a shadow. I wonder what that sounds like on cam. I'm gonna have to go back and re-listen to this. Sliding the mic across my mat. I know it was picking it up. I could see it. Okay, little tiny black pieces. There's one. These little right angle hang over the edge. Ah, and there's the other. Excellent. Oh, dropped it, and it knocked a piece off into my lap, but I caught it. Probably be interrupted before too long by certain dogs. Dark gray, dark gray. Look for the right color. Is and now the white piece. Yes, there are white pieces in a Batman build, even in the Batmobile. So it's just a Hollywood myth that Batman only uses black and dark gray in his builds. Two more 1x3 in dark gray. Neo Wolf. Sort with rhythm. Welcome to the show, Neo Wolf. Oh, yes. The sorting noises. There's even that clear piece. Okay. Why am I having such a hard time finding pieces? I'm not that heavily medicated. Oh, there's one. Now the last. Okay, last one more 1x3 in dark gray. The biggest problems of doing these after all at once, all the bags at once. Next time I disassemble one of my sets, I'm disassembling it and then sorting it into its proper bags. Ah, there we go. It just makes things so much easier. Okay, set that aside for just a second and start another piece. Attaches here. And then across the top, hold the whole thing together so it doesn't pop apart like it just did in my hand while I was fitting them. Aside again. Yeah, a video a day, but man, only, you know, I only stream at most 2 hours. This has been my longest streams, and I have 100% completed both Indiana Jones 2 and Star Wars: The Complete Saga in the past, on the Wii, back in the good old days. But yeah, video a day. And those are the only 2 Lego games I had really played much, because those were the ones I had. But no, doing a video a day, and especially because I'm doing it live. All my videos are live streamed. I'm not taking time to edit anything, so it's just whatever gets produced gets produced. There was one day where I was going to do some Tomb Raider, play some Tomb Raider, and I had removed it and from my computer and removed the drive, because that was about the only thing that was on that drive to give to use for Totsie's build, to save some money on her build. It was because I was basically not using that drive. So I get in live on the live stream, and I go to launch Tomb Raider, and it's just not there. And I'm like, great. Nobody wants to sit here and watch me install Tomb Raider, So, anyway, things go off the rails. But I think it's mainly about just being consistent. If you can be consistent in your posting. What do I know, though? Neo Wolf, you've got a lot. I think you've got a lot more followers and let me see. Am I thinking correctly? Yeah, Neo Wolf, you've got a lot more. You've got a lot more followers than I do. You'd know more about creating more of a successful channel than I would. But that's how I got to 100 videos a day. On my days off, when I'm not slaving away in the salt mines, I just post a video or two, depending on how I'm feeling. And sometimes I'll take a day. The whole reason I do this is for my mental health. Give me something to look forward to, something to do with my time. To keep me on the sane. A place to let the crazy out. So I don't always. So some days I don't. I reserve the right at any time. Yes, you. I reserve the right at any time to not post that day. To just take a day. Yeah. Let me put it. Awesome. Yeah. Just, you know, when it stops being fun, we stop doing it. I say that a lot. But I try. I'm not 100% perfect at it. I try to live by that. The Batmobile. I remember watching this in the theater as a young teenager, and I thought the designs were pretty cool, especially the Batwing. I knew it was, you know, probably completely impractical as a design, but that's not why we watch superhero movies and read comic books. If I wanted more reality, I'd go outside. I get enough reality in my day-to-day life. I don't need any more. I'm trying to escape that. A little insight into my madness. Yeah, this one, we'll put it next to some of the speed champions. This build, if you don't have it or have it or any of the speed champions, they go together so perfectly, size-wise. This Batmobile is just a little bit on the larger size, but it fits. The Batmobile in this and in the animated series, I believe, should be a little on the longer side of things, just to Give them their presents that they should have. I'm a rambling. There's no point in adding one more stressor to my life. Maybe when I reach, I'm not sponsored, and I've said that before, but I've considered that at a certain point, if I have enough followers, I may consider setting up a Patreon. But that depends on how I feel if I ever hit that point. That depends on how I feel about the channel. If I've been able to grow it as I would like to, natural in its naturally gestate, instead of forcing it along. Move that. Bumping my mouse. Okay. This is what happens. You guys give me a prompt on the chat, and then you get to listen to me ramble. Blather. And like I said, and it's not as, it's at most I'm spending, you know, if I do a video, there's the actual time, an hour and a half to 2 hours, generally, sometimes only an hour, and then tack on another 15-20 minutes, say another half hour of setup. You know, I've got to type up the description and add in the tags and stuff like that, get myself ready. And that's about as much time as I'm spending on it on my days off. And if I don't have anything going on, I don't have much going on that day, then I'll just do another one, if I feel up to it. Okay, this special piece, and it's going in here. The axle. I remember now what we're doing. Yep. The little flame that comes out the back when we get it all done. There's a little bit of Technic building in here. It spins as the wheels rotate, as the rear wheels turn. It'll rotate that. And so we have to put it in together, a little gear section in here that runs out the flames out the back and through the axle to the rear wheels. The tumbler, and I have to go down to Bricks and Minifigs, maybe today. There's a new tumbler. The old tumbler also matches up perfectly with the Speed Champion sets, with this Batmobile, but then I haven't seen this new tumbler that is out, or at least the tumbler that I've got, but the one that comes with the Scarecrow. Yeah, we'll lay some stuff out when we're all done with the Batmobile. And good night, Anarchy. I am not going to bed. Good night, Angry Ghost. I'm reading the. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate you. Appreciate the views, the love, the support, all of that. one goes on this side. But I'm jumping ahead of... I'm skipping a step. Don't skip steps there. Didn't get as much sleep as I wanted last night. Only got about 5 hours of, and usually that's interrupted sleep. I don't sleep the greatest. Okay, where are you? Dark gray. Dark gray. Sorting noises. A slope. It's not really a slope, it's a curved slope. Where are you? You've got to be here somewhere. I need that. I need that, so we'll set that aside. And that one, those two come up next on the next step. Where are you? All right, everybody. That's the piece. And that's the piece I'm looking for. It goes right there. If you see it in this pile, yeah. There it is. Never mind. Never mind. I figured it out. I found it. I say that like, you guys can be like, yeah, it's right there on the screen. We can see it. And that's going to help me find it. Okay. All right, some flat pieces. Wait a second. Oh. What's going on here? I think I might have put something together wrong. I am in fine form today. Alright, yeah, we'll be right back. I think I put... Yeah, I did. We gotta backtrack a little bit here. All this work, and I believe I put some stuff together backwards. I'm distracted. I have to learn to talk and build at the same time. Walk and chew gum. I don't know if I can do that. We are going full backwards in reverse of how this was assembled. This off. And this. And I might need my tool. Lego removal tool. The brick extractor. Woo! Oh, I'm glad that didn't go could have done this very simply. Yeah. I probably didn't have to disassemble as far as I did. Okay, going back together. Yeah. I'm getting interrupted by the dogs. You'll just have to hold on a minute. I need to get back to where I was before the mistake was realized. Yeah, I know. I am the meanest, most impatient. You guys can't see Balto on here. And you guys don't need to see the other one, Biscuit. Yeah. So, this goes back in here. These back in there. This on. That will get us back to where we were before the mistake was realized. Okay, and they wandered off. I was going to go give them what they're asking for. They're asking to be let into one of the rooms. But if they're not going to bug me about it, I am not going to press the issue. They can learn a little patience. It's amazing. No. I know. They're very much, at least dogs, and I prefer dogs, very much like having a toddler. I'm doing pretty good finding the little pieces right now. Yes, this piece. One of these, right. is. Well, we'll see how long this takes me to build. 438 pieces. Uh-oh. I hear somebody. Yep. I'm going to have to go take care of these boys. Oh, you're going to turn my phone, huh? All right, I'll be right back, everybody. I just moved everything all over. Oh, I bumped my cam. There we go. See, some things go off the rails just a little bit. With live, you never know for sure, which is one of the reasons I do not make my videos posted as being for kids. Because every once in a while something might go horribly wrong, where you're saying to yourself, I would not want my kids watching that. Just because it is live. Trying to find the specific color stud they want you to use. Which of course they provide for you, but trying to find it sometimes. Now, one more, there it is. Step 42. It's getting pretty long. The thing longer. It's just not very long. Pretty long, eh? And if you don't know what the thing longer is, you need to watch more Futurama. Okay, let's see. This and this. This one. And that completes bag one. This was bag one. This is probably bag 2 and 3. Okay, now we install one of the gears. We are on to the gears. And it wants you to install it a very specific direction. In this case, we are going down there, right there. Drop it into place. Next. Chicken necks? And that's a Simpsons reference. Next. Chicken necks? Not that one. Get the right piece, one that goes up and not down. Can't tell if that's supposed to be a dark gray or a black. I think it's supposed to be dark gray. I'm just checking to see if I see any black ones kicking around. I don't think I do. A lot of black vented slopes, but these slotted, I believe that's what I need. It's just the gray. One piece. That tall one goes on there. Like other side. Building the other side. Not that. That's going the other direction. Maybe this. Now, hey Nearwolf, you're back. Awesome. Now that'll really tell your age if you remember the typewriter guy from Sesame Street. Who would come out, roll across the screen. Why? Yo-yo. It is amazing what the brain will remember and what it won't remember. The mind. I should say, it was amazing what the mind will remember. It's amazing what the brain won't. The 3 laws of the mind. Yeah, let's have a philosophical discussion while we build Lego. The 3 laws of the mind. According to Dennis Deaton. If you haven't read his book on mind management from Kuma Learning, it is a good read. There he talks about that the mind, first law of the mind must think. Ever notice you cannot shut off your brain? Even if you try to think of nothing, you're thinking of something. The mind must think. So that's the first law, according to mind management, is that the mind must think. The second law of the mind is that the mind thinks exclusively, meaning that the mind can only think of one thing at a time. You can alternate back and forth between topics and subjects really quickly with a good, strong mind, but your ability to think of something is limited to one idea at a time. So the mind must think, but it can only think of one thing at a time. Think of it as actors on a stage. It can only have one actor on the stage at a time. Any more than that, and it's like, nope. Get off, the big hook comes out, pulls that actor off, and is replaced by another one. The third law of the mind I was kind of in that sweet spot of I did a lot of outside, a lot of jumping on my bicycle and riding around town and doing stuff like that, but I did spend a lot of time when I was little either watching Sesame Street and then as a child watching Saturday morning cartoons back in the 80s. But I digress, which is easy to do. I'm easily distracted. Okay, where are we? We're here. Third law of the mind is that the mind, the first law, mind must think, the mind thinks exclusively, and the mind thinks abundantly. It's the idea that you are not limited in what you can perceive and conceptualize in any degree. You can think outside of what exists in reality and imagine worlds and possibilities beyond, like I said, what is actuality, reality, so to speak. Those are the 3 laws of the mind. I don't even remember why I got on that. Something about something. Easily distracted. Squirrel. We are on to step 55, where we are going to drop in the next gear. There it is. And that is going in on this side. There we go. And we take yonder red rod and put it through. And now everything turns. The rear axle is in place. We are going to slide these in on, kind of hold that axle together. Give a little, use these as spacers. Okay. Now these. And one of these. Yes. I mean, for some reason I can remember when Saturday morning cartoons went away. Like, I have this specific memory of turning on and being like, where are my cartoons? I think it was because, oh, I remember. Yeah, showing my age and telling a little bit about myself. I remember because my kids, I was like, my kids deserve their Saturday morning cartoons. Where are they? Yeah. But that was a staple growing up. Bowl of cereal and Saturday morning cartoons. If I got home and got my homework done in time and everything else I needed to do, because for a while I had a paper out, and if I got my paper out done, my homework done in time to watch cartoons after school, I could do that in elementary school and junior, and a little bit of junior high, first part of junior high, but yeah. It was Saturday morning. That was when the best cartoons were on. Okay, where are you? Where are you? Building the stack. Let me build 2 of these. So I know you guys can't see that very well. It's off cam because the cam got bumped, and I've been sticking it off cam as I've been working on these other pieces. It's a mess. Things are messy when you're building a Lego set. Let's see, there we are. We are coming together. This clear piece. And you have to wonder why they made this in clear. I don't feel like the clear serves any purpose. And I often wonder why the colors for some pieces are used. And maybe it's just because they already cast that one piece in that color, and it costs money to tool up to cast it in another color, maybe, perhaps, I don't know. Because why couldn't they do everything in gray and dark black, dark gray and black, black and dark gray, black and dark gray, dark black? Yes, we need more dark black. And then these. Don't do that. Don't squeeze the... Oh, dang it. Pop the... Okay. Butterfingers today. There we go. Pop that back in. Put that back on. And this goes on... Okay. And it's interesting trying to get out a video a day. Some videos take more out of me than other ones. These Lego builds can. Have a tendency to make me feel worn out at the end of them. I do feel more of a need to... It is a really cool way to make intakes, using the curved windows, the arched windows, with the grills down inside them, the gratings. Okay. Once more. wheel wells. Okay. Set you aside. And okay, that piece and this. And then that. A little bit of Technic building here. Piece coming together. Whatever. As I don't know what this is for. I don't remember. Oh, this might be the machine guns. Yes. This is the machine guns. The pop-up machine guns. Okay, where did you go? The gear. The machine guns. Machine guns. Let's see. I'm backwards. Maybe we'll flip down like that and come up to blast their way through for yeah, for Batman, who refuses to use guns. His vehicles sure are outfitted pretty heavily. I'm just saying. Should be two of these. A reverse 1x3 slope. I don't know if that's really what you should call it, but that's what I'm calling it. Where's the other one? Where's the other one? Where are you hiding? In the poor light. Neil Ferratu, welcome. Welcome. Technic is fun. You have to keep. It takes a little. For me, it takes a little more concentration sometimes to do a Technic build than just a straight Lego. They can be very. If you're, you can get turned around. I think a little easier on Technic builds. Okay, let's see. I'll flip these back down out of the way so we can see what we're doing here. Locks all that together. We have the guns that'll flip up. Now, one like this. And lose studs if I'm not careful. Very easy to have one of those slip in your fingers and go flying. Alright, Neil Wolf, go eat some breakfast. That sounds like a better idea than watching me click bricks. I would, I would prefer breakfast. So, thank you for joining us. Always good to have you guys with us, with me, on cam, on stream. As always, appreciate the attention, the interest, and the love. Alright. This will go on here. Pretty sturdy, like with all Lego, it's a nice sturdy build. On to bag 3. That was bag 2. Bag 2 complete. We installed the guns, we installed the rear axle, we are on to bag 3. I am flipping pieces all over today. I can't figure out why. Can't imagine why. Not when you have this can of peas to look forward to. I can't express how uncomfortable I feel right now. I can't imagine why. There, we're letting the crazy out. You can't stop it. And then I go silent. Not when you have this kind of, yeah, see, I'm going to have that stuck in my head now all day. Not when you have this can of peas to look forward to. That is Sonor card gauge. from the episode Garage Sale, as I believe that is. At least he bought something. Go back to Starky's, lurker. Garage sales. I do like to frequent a garage sale on occasion and look for old computers and other such sundries. But since there isn't a garage sale going on all the time, sometimes I'll just go down and hit the thrift stores. Which is getting harder and harder to find good quality stuff at the thrift store, or some of the electronics are getting not as plentiful. If you're into old electronics, which was fun because sometimes you can find old computer parts there to come home, bring home, test, and see what you can do with them. Speaking of which, computer builds. We have computer builds that are coming. I know I've been talking about them. I have been acquiring the pieces I need, the parts I need, for both 2 Windows 7 builds as well as 2 Pentium 4 builds. Okay, where are you? Where are you? You gotta be here somewhere. There you are. Okay. And this piece now, okay, we have to build. Okay, we have those on. We flip it back around, and we have to put together that on there. This is kind of the front bumper section. And this goes on here. Three of them. Okay. That's the windshield. Where is the little arch piece we're looking for? A smooth, non-studded arch in black. There it is. Trying to hide from me. You can't hide from me. Now, this is going to be the hard one to find. I say, hopefully nope, I found it. Perfect. This is the turbine on the front. If you can see that. Okay. This piece and a right angled one like that. It's going to go on back here. Now we're going to build two of these arms, these pieces. There's one. And there's two. These are going to go on right here. Hopefully that will keep pieces from trying to fall in my lap. Two of these, two of them. Okay, let's see. Next part, two of these 2x3s. white piece on the Batmobile. We'll make sure that's hidden. We don't want anyone to know our shame. And we've been streaming for about an hour and a half. We should be able to finish this in about within the 2-hour mark. This will be perfect. We're on step 110. I wonder if you guys can hear that. The dogs are going crazy. They're excited. Excited, so they're fighting or wrestling. They're not fighting. This is definitely more like they're wrestling. There we go. Make sure everything is tight. Building the taillights, because the Batmobile needs taillights. The vigilante who takes law into his own hands needs to obey the traffic ordinances. Let's see. That and am I the only one who thinks this looks like a shoe? I I call this the shoe piece. It reminds me of a shoe. Build one of those, and I have to build two. The pieces are dwindling. No more sorting noises. Those are the back tail fins. The Batmobile lends itself to fins. And we're building two of those. Let's see, it's going on that way. Is that right? Am I doing this right? There, okay. Put them in the right spot, they go on a lot better. These little pieces, getting down to the nitty-gritty little detail pieces. Trying to find all the little tiny nitty-gritty pieces, and that wasn't cool. I just snapped that off. That back and put that back and try this again. There we go. Like I said, the Batmobile is a bit on the long side, but it does match up nice with the Speed Champions. And bag 4, which we would build the Joker on. Two of these crossed here, and then 8 of these, 4 down each side. turbine housing is what we are building now. We're covering up. Next, we need 2 of those. Okay, the front fender's going on. Oh, don't do that. I have been having more trouble with pieces going flying and popping off than I've had in a long, long time. The Batmobile, this Batmobile gets a very interesting steering wheel. It gets a big chonker. It gets this bad boy, which is basically a wheel without the tire on it. It goes right in there. Now we build the console for the Batmobile. He has to keep track of all of those. All of the stuff that goes along with having jet engines. All those pressures and readouts of running a turbine. See, I'm throwing pieces again. And I'm not sure where that piece went. There it is. A lot of little pieces to pop off. And I am butterfingers today. Okay, next. We're almost done. We're getting very close. Side windows. I'm going to move pieces so we can just work on this right there. Okay, next. 2 of these. And the windshield, which will go on right here. Lock those goes in place. Next, chicken necks. Oh, I missed a couple pieces. These two pieces need to go in here. There we go. That makes more sense. The trunk. Trunk is complete. We're not going to stick the flame in just yet. We're going to finish everything else off first. The lid, the hood, the roof for the Batmobile goes on there. We have okay. Front tires and wheels go on now. The rears will go on. We're going to get the hub caps ready. Go. Those are in place. Now all that's left is a bunch of pieces of accoutrements, Batman's gear, which can be thrown into the trunk. A batarang. We have Batman's grappling gun, as well as an extra harpoon, some cuffs, and a batarang. And those should all be able to fit into the trunk of the Batmobile. We'll see if we can get everything in there. I have my doubts. But maybe. Wow, I could get all of that in there. And then we will sit Batman. We'll get Batman in there somehow. Batman goes in nicely. There we go, Batmobile. And if you wanted to see it, the machine guns come out. They pop out. The panels pop off the top and they flip out. This is kind of cool. And last but not least, as it goes down the road, the flames spin, which is fun. So that's the Batmobile. Let's go ahead and compare it. Do a comparison here of the Batmobile versus. Let's grab. What was the last one we did? Last Speed Champions, the BMW M4 Hybrid, or the BMW, and we'll show it next to. Tumbler's getting a little dusty. Next to the Tumbler. Which the Tumbler can be dusted a little bit. Oh, look at all that dust come off. Whew. We do live in the dusty land of the burning sun, the arid zone of Arizona. And in case you're wondering, that's exactly what Arizona means, the arid zone. So that has been Lego set 76224, the Batmobile Batman versus the Joker chase. We'll showcase them. We built the Batmobile from the 1980s Michael Keaton, Tim Burton Batman. It's a fun build. It'll be going up with the rest of the vehicles, the Speed Champions and the Tumbler up there. But this has been that build. I hope you've enjoyed it. Hope it's been fun for those who've tuned in. If you have enjoyed it, please remember to hit that like button. If you enjoy this type of content, feel free to subscribe. We have some fun on this channel. This has been the 100th episode of the Anarchimedes Show, and I am your host, Anarchimedes. There will be another stream in about 2 hours, around the 9 o'clock hour local time here in the land of the burning sun, which is the arid zone. So I hope you've enjoyed it. I've had fun building this. I hope it's come through and you've had fun too. So until next time, I'm Anarchimedes, signing off.